Yes.
I am recording.
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
Hello.
And we're back.
That's right.
Usually Suspect.
Episode
5.
That's right. I'm excited about episode 5. We've made it 5 episodes. That's at least 5 weeks.
That's a long time.
I think the people and us should be proud of how far we've come.
I didn't think we'd make it this far, Fritz.
You know, I don't know. You never know where life's going to lead you. But here we are right here, right now.
What? And what is it right now? It is May 10th, 2018. And
the spring has sprung. It's summer, really.
It's really nice.
Really nice outside, and we're loving it. And we hope you are too, wherever you are around the world.
I've been wearing shorts lately. Have you been wearing shorts?
Athletic shorts.
Nice.
Just to remind myself that at one time I was pretty good at things. Not so much anymore.
On that note, how have you been this week?
I've been very good. I'm getting stuff done. I went to the car place and got an oil change and a state inspection, and I have to go to City Hall soon to really finalize that. And among other things, walked my dogs a lot and walked my sister's dog. You know, Bergie, shout out Bergie, and things like that. So I'm pretty happy about everything. Things have been good. I've been busy, which is not. In school finished for me. How about you? Did school finish for you?
Tomorrow, officially the last day. Finals have been kicking my ass a little bit. I've written a lot of papers this week. A lot of papers. A lot of economic history.
How many pages would you say you do on average a night?
A night? I don't know. That would vary per week. But for this week with finals, I've definitely written like 20 pages at least.
That's a lot. Double space, 1.5?
1.5
Savage.
Courier new.
Yeah.
You know it's good.
You learned well, didn't you? The Courier new. A rebel from the Times New Roman. Comment your favorite font and font size.
And if you're looking for a new font, Courier new. Fritz and I both use it for the same reason, actually.
I don't use it as much as I used to. I use Courier a lot, but I every once in a while for like a creative project, I'll still do Courier new.
I'm exclusive. I'm monogamous to my fonts. Courier new.
Well, shout out Miss Mar then.
Shout out to Miss Mar, and while I'm monogamous to my fonts, I'm not monogamous to candy bars.
Ooh.
I'm not monogamous to candy bars.
Yeah, I am a big fan of candy bars, and we can have another discussion another time about like fruit candy versus chocolate candy. But today, I think it might be nice to do a little rank 'em candy bars.
Rank 'em.
So, usually suspect rank. We came up with this. This was a long, hard-fought discussion, and we want you guys to send us what you think. We are ranking our favorite candy bars, but before we do our top 10, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have 3 honorable mentions, and they are honorable, so they deserve a mention. Our 3 honorable mentions are. First, Charleston Chew, because the old people need some love too. Shout out Charleston Chew, you guys. Keep doing you, Charleston. And number 2 on the honorable mention is the 100 Grand Bar. It's kind of low key nowadays, but give it a try, you'll love it. And the Crunch Bar. R.I.P. the Crunch Bar.
Used to be big in like the early 2000s.
Used to be really big.
They used to be everywhere, and now. On the 100 Grand Bar, have you ever seen someone eat a 100 Grand Bar?
I've seen myself eat one.
That didn't qualify for AARP? Because I've literally never seen it. It's an old person candy bar.
It totally is. But, so is Charleston, But they are honorable. They're just not with today's times.
They're not with today's times.
All right, so maybe we want to, do one each. You say one and I say one.
Sure.
So can we get a drum roll, please?
Where did those drums come from?
Number 10. Coming into number 10, Baby Ruth. All right.
Whoa.
Number 10, Baby Ruth.
Nice. So, number 9, another kind of obscure one, and one of my favorites. I'm a little upset. It's so far
To be honest,
down the
I don't
list.
really know about this, but Nick, you had to fight to get it on, and I was willing to oblige. I think if you felt this adamant about this one, then it's got to be on.
And coming at number 9, Zero bar.
Have you heard about this?
You'll find it at like gas stations in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's where you're gonna find a Zero bar, and it's worth it. Pick it up.
Doesn't mean you're a zero if you eat 0 bars.
That's a fact.
Doesn't mean it. Okay, so number 8, we got the Butterfinger, a.k.a. Wes Welker in the 2011 Super Bowl. All right, number 7.
Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers. It's a good candy bar. A little bit too much nougat.
A whole lot of nougat.
A little bit too much nougat.
That's why it's number 7.
That's why it's number 7. And number 6, we got one of my favorites. It's actually not as mainstream as maybe I think. I could be wrong about this, but we're going to go in with the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar. Shout out. Love it.
I've personally never had one of those.
Oh, it's delicious. You got to put it on your list, people, and you too, Nick.
It's on my list to eat, and a one that's on number 5 that I've eaten many of is Milky Way. Ooh. Definitely a big Halloween candy.
Oh, yeah.
Big Halloween candy.
Oh, I wonder how many of these are owned by Mars, but that's another question.
Probably.
Probably
this next one's a big Halloween candy.
Okay, so number 4. Number 4, it's a fan favorite for sure. It's going to the Kit Kat bar. Do you bite the Kit Kat bar, like just bite it, or do you break it off and eat them?
I'm not a savage.
Yes, the savages do that though. Yeah. They just go for it.
I'm civilized for the most part.
It's a little fucked up if I do say so myself.
And that same question applies for number 3.
Number 3,
Twix.
Woo! All right.
Twix used to have cool commercials.
One of my favorites. Yeah, they have to make you pick which one. It's good advertising. Very rarely is there good advertisement, but it still exists. And shout out to people who can make commercials funny today, because it still happens.
Occasionally.
Me. Oh yeah. So number 2. This one may not be well known. I'm kind of split on this, like as far as other people knowing it, but it definitely deserves number 2. Is delicious, and we're going with the Reese's. Fast Break. Fast Breaks are an actual candy bar. We would have done the Reese's Cup, but I don't really know if that counts as a candy bar. So we did the Fast Break. It's basically a Reese's Cup, but in the bar form. And oh my goodness, is it delicious.
Orgasmic even.
Oh yeah, safe to say. Fast Breaks, shout out.
Number 1.
We need a real big drum roll here. Number 1.
And on the 7th day, God said, "Let there be Snickers."
Snickers. This might be basic. This might be a generalization, but God damn it, you're not you when you're hungry, people.
You're a bitch. So eat a fucking Snickers.
Eat a fucking Snickers, you piece of shit. Look at me in the eyes when I talk to you. Eat a Snickers.
No, not you.
Yep.
You. Eat a Snickers.
So we want to thank the people. The people. Yes. Yes. The people rejoice for Snickers bars. Snickers. I think that was a good top 10. Rank them. Tell us what you think.
Comment below. While we're talking about food, Fritz, I want to talk to you about a totally different food group. Aphrodisiacs. And if you're not familiar with aphrodisiacs, they're essentially foods that you can eat that will raise your sex drive.
Yeah, I don't know much about this, so
they'll make you horny.
Let's talk about this. I don't really know about this.
See, I don't really know if this is pseudoscience or if this is a real thing.
Yeah, so pseudoscience is something that confirms your beliefs, and science is something that you actively are trying to disprove. So there's a big difference there, and people, I'm sure not people not really know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think you could objectively measure if your sex appeal is risen by eating avocado or oysters. And
I don't think you can put a number to that, can you?
I don't think you can put a number to that. And
oysters, you say?
Oysters.
What's up with that?
I guess oysters are one of the best aphrodisiacs.
Imagine that. Imagine just being like, oysters are like gross. Like, what the fuck is an oyster?
You want to just like fucking
that thing's alive?
Sit in bed. Hey, baby, why don't you eat that oyster?
You like smoke a cigarette, have an oyster? Where are you in Paris? I could see it. I see you get away with that in Paris. If you're in Paris and there's like a window that's open and it's beautiful and you see the Eiffel Tower and there's just oysters on the bedside table, when in Paris, all right? This sounds pretty weird. It's not like you live in Paris. You're probably getting a hotel. Probably doing the wumbo. I wumbo, you wumbo.
He, she, wumbo.
In Paris, oysters, improve sex drive.
Lots of wumbo.
I think if you believe it, it'll make it work too. Like how
there's got to be a placebo effect.
Are these people fooling themselves?
They very well might be.
I think maybe.
These are foods that you can eat before you get into, bed and sexy time. But do you think food belongs in bed? Eating food in bed.
Oh, that's gross. Caca.
Caca?
Honestly, I've probably done it before when I was like getting ready for bed and I was tired, and maybe it was like a bowl of ice cream and then I had to like brush my teeth again or something. I don't know. Food is not for the bed. What do you think?
I don't think food is for the bed.
If there's like a hot chick and she's into you and she also just loves to have like KFC buckets in bed, and she gets her fingers all dirty, and the sex is great and everything, but like it's just like gross chicken finger or fried chicken hands, and she's just like touching your side of your arm, and you're like, and then you like 2 weeks later you start to notice that there's like little pimples like growing on the side of your arms, and you're just like, this has to stop. What are you gonna do?
Probably break up with her.
Break up with her.
Probably break up with her.
If you're slinging hot chicks who like fried chicken in bed, you probably get someone else too.
Yeah, that's true, because those kinds of women are a dime a dozen, right?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
So many women are eating chicken fingers.
You disgusting females.
Yeah. Wow. Females being
dirty animals. Whoops.
Whoopsie. Females being disgusting. I don't think females are disgusting. But there's a pretty pretty big organization that's gaining a lot of popularity that does think females are disgusting.
Who?
They go by the name of incel.
Is that like an acronym?
Yes. Well, not an acronym. It is. It's short. Incel is short for involuntarily celibate. Now, they're basically just a bunch of dudes you can't get laid, and they bond online with other dudes you can't get laid. But they're in the news because they have a big internet community. It's very large. And they're in the news because in Toronto, not too long ago, one of these incel guys rented a van and ran over 10 women. And
so that was like not a terrorist act on the sense that like people would classify terrorism as just people who are like look different than them. It was terrorism.
It was definitely terrorism.
It was not like a Islamic thing.
No, it was because
I heard about that. I didn't really look into it because I'm just so like desensitized to this shit nowadays, which is so sad. Another thing, but it was 10 women.
10 women.
Just or 10 people.
10 women.
He like went down
he specifically was targeting women with his van. It was like swerving off the road onto the sidewalk.
Toronto's version of Madison Ave, where the women are just like have all those bags of clothing. Yeah. He's just like, I'm going for the fucking Chanel shops.
I'm going for them.
Talk about a fucked up motherfucker. What a stupid group of people.
The online communities for these incel dudes were praising this guy for what he did, which is even more fucked up because it's like these could be
take that down off the internet.
Yeah, but like
police it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that either. But like,
disgusting.
I do know.
No one should be praising that.
I know it's wrong to praise someone.
That's like some fucking
killing 10 women.
Troll shit that the trolls will do because they know it'll get a rise out of people. But it's a little too soon. I actually don't think it's that stupid when like guys like the 4chan do like those Hitler jokes. I think it's actually kind of funny. I get why they do it. Obviously it's stupid in certain instances and these people like really think they're more funny than they are, but like in this instance that's disgusting and I'm not okay with that.
Nor am I.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yes.
Fuck those people.
Here on Usually Suspect, we're not about terrorism.
Just jerk yourself off, you can't get laid. Fucking pussies.
Yeah, I mean, you can always...
Goddamn dirty animal!
I remember someone used to say, they should just date Jill.
Who's Jill? Is that like an automated robot that Amazon provides?
Jill. 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 These incel guys, they're going to start dating Jill. And that's what they're going to do. And, incel. They're a bunch of scumbags. But on way, way brighter news, and this is definitely going to appeal to a specific group of our viewers. Found this out a couple hours ago. Yeah! Adult Swim just confirmed 70 new episodes. Woo! Rick and Morty. Yes, Rick and Morty.
Woo!
It's a whole new start, Morty.
So it's no secret about it. A lot of our fans are Rick and Morty fans as well. I'm a big Justin Roiland guy. I'll plug House of Cosby's right now, which is a little YouTube short. It's one of the things Roiland did before he met Dan Harmon. And it's hilarious, and it makes fun of Bill Cosby, which is funny in today's world. I mean, it's kind of ironic and stupid, but Cosby, you know. But anyways, Roiland's a genius. His type of humor definitely takes a little bit of intellect, and I'm really excited about the Rick and Morty stuff. I'm not as big as some people, but I'll definitely be keeping up with the new Rick and Morty episodes. The Tales of the Citadel is my favorite episode.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's yours? A good one. My favorite episode is Intergalactic Cable 2, the second one, where they're in the hospital watching Intergalactic Cable.
The second one?
Yeah, it's so fucking funny.
That's
the Personal Space Show, where I need my personal space.
You know, we could spend all day talking about our favorite episodes. I could do the same thing with like South Park and Family Guy too, but yeah, nothing like a good funny cartoon. Keeps the people honest.
Yes.
Goddamn filthy animals.
These goddamn filthy animals.
Goddamn globalists.
And these goddamn filthy animals.
How many do they guarantee? 70?
70.
Wow, that's a lot. And so the supply and demand, people, you ask, you shall receive.
Historically, they do 10-episode seasons, so Adult Swim just kind of hooked on for like 7 seasons of Rick and Morty.
Side note, how many more years, brief side note, how many more years do you think cable television will be around?
A decade.
Yeah, at the most. It's got to be. Mm-hmm. Streaming.
They're
going to be, because we can already stream our favorite Rick and Morty episodes. You can do it with basically anything. You just like do a little Google search. We're not advocating for that.
I think YouTube TV is the future.
Oh yeah, $35 a month. Get on YouTube TV. I'll plug YouTube TV. I'm a big fan of YouTube. YouTube is we don't even have we have a video podcast. Thank you, YouTube.
Thanks to YouTube. Fucking love YouTube, actually.
I love YouTube.
And on that note, yeah.
What do you think? Where are we going right now?
I think it's a great time
for
a word from our sponsor.
Oh, ho, ho! All right. Money, 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 money. Woohoo! Thanks to the sponsors for keeping this thing afloat. Wow, so much money from those sponsors.
So
you guys are the best. El mejor.
Back the Brinks truck up. Back the Brinks truck
okay, up. All right, okay. It's that time of the week. Dun, 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 dun. You already know what it is for you sports people. All right. We are not going to do MLB standings. Fuck them. Fuck them. It's the NBA playoffs. The Bruins are out. Sorry, hockey fans. It's the NBA playoffs. And my team, the Celtics, are still in it. So we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs. And I'll get right off the bat and say it. The Celtics defeated the Philadelphia Stinkers in 5 games. Tatum played great in the 5th game. It was in Boston. Came right down to the last second, 114 to 112. And it was a great series. I loved the new intensity from Philly and Boston. I think it's only good for the NBA. I know I shit on Philly a lot, but I don't know what I would do without you guys. Thank you for letting me be mad at you all the time. So, the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals are set up. The Celtics will be playing the Cavaliers. The Celtics have home court for that one. And the Warriors will be playing the Rockets in the Western Conference. The Rockets have home court for that one. They're the only number 1 seed who made it. And so the first game starts at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday, and that's the Celtics Cavs. I don't have any information about Warriors Rockets. They're probably doing a little bit scheduling. And we'll talk about the leading points per game person for each team. LBJ, LeBron James. Have you ever heard of him? He has 34.3 points per game. That's a lot. That's really good. I'm not even going to try to lie about it. This man is on fire. He is making the argument every year, every season. It gets stronger that he is better than Michael Jordan. I'm not ready to say it, but I think he could very well do it by the end of his career. And that's a hot take for a lot of you MJ guys. I'm still on MJ, Team MJ. James Harden, I think he'll be the MVP this year. I don't think they've done that yet, but maybe they have. I forgot. He's having 28.5 points per game this playoff. That's amazing. We know what we're going to get from him. Some of his ISO moves at the three-point line. I mean, he's the hardest guy to guard one-on-one in the league right now, and I love watching Harden. KD for the Warriors, he's got 28 a game. And Steph has come back from injury, and the Warriors are looking like they will give the Rockets a hard time. I'm really excited about this series. It could go 7 games. I don't know who's going to win. It could go 6 games. It could go either way. And for the Celtics, coming in at more of a team effort, Tatum, the rookie, the 20-year-old rookie, blows my mind really when I start thinking about it. He's got 18.8 points per game. And he's looking great.
20 years old?
20 years old. He's younger than you and I. And this guy is playing like a vet. And I'm pretty proud of him. This rookie class, LeBron James said this actually recently, this rookie class, he thinks, and I agree with him, is the best rookie class since 03. And 03 famously had Melo, Wade, and LeBron. And this rookie class had Tatum, Kuzma, Donovan Mitchell, who had a great playoff for the Utah Jazz. And among others, I'm not even going to mention Lonzo. I just did, because he sucks. Anyways, that's the sports segment for the day, people, and I hope you enjoyed it. Woo!
Sports.
Yeah, we have to touch on it.
Gotta touch on sports. And we like to, not be closed-minded. We touch on music here, too, at Usually Suspects. And this week, we're jumping genres, Fritz. Normally, I'm recommending sort of alternative rock kind of music. And this week, we're going with some 90s rap.
Oh, hell yeah, I can get down with that.
We're going with my personal favorite rap group, A Tribe Called Quest.
Ooh, and I didn't see this one coming.
If you're not familiar with A Tribe Called Quest, you should be. Their first album came out in 1990. It's called People's Instinctive Travels and the Paths of Rhythm. Say that 5 times fast. I bet you can. 1990, and then this is a big debate. Their albums, 1991 is The Low End Theory, and 1993 is The Midnight Martyrs. And I think a lot of people kind of debate like their favorite rap albums.
I think those are the two that usually get debated for Tribe.
Yeah, and those are the two. And those are 2 great albums.
If you had to pick one of those or another one, are you going to do that? I'm sorry.
I'm going with Midnight Martyrs, personally.
Yeah, no, that's funny. I like, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to go with The Low End Theory. But it's tough, and I really don't feel like I have to pick one. But The Low End Theory, what's the last one? Scenario? Yeah. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
With Busta Rhymes.
Oh, my goodness. So great.
He kills it. Yeah. That's your music recommendation of the week. Look it up. You won't regret it.
Yeah, if you don't know what Tribe Called Quest is, you've probably been living under a rock. But, I'm not going to assume that for everybody. Go check them out. They're a great little group.
Let us know what you think.
One of Kanye's biggest influences, not
Really?
to give that guy more plugs than he needs. I'm sorry, fucking.
Didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, so while a lot of people got beef with Kanye, and here at Usually Suspect, we have a lot of beef. And it's that time of the week again.
The people rejoice.
It's Beef of the Week.
All right.
Beef of the Week.
It's time. Do you want to go first, or should I go first? You go first.
All right, I'll go first.
As you should.
Yeah, this week I had beef with someone, Fritz.
Who?
I don't know this person's name, and honestly, I don't think they deserved for me to know their name because of how gross they were. I'm in the library, finals time for all you university students, and this person is clipping their fingernails in the library. Now, kind of gross and weird to begin with, but the person was specifically like leaning over their desk. I'm leaning like this. They're just clipping their fingernails.
And you could see this all?
Oh, I can see it all. Yeah, I'm like 10 feet away from this person. They're leaning over, clipping all their fingernails and dropping them on the floor.
I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck that guy.
It's repulsive.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, like, I do some weird shit. I bite my fingernails, but I do it in the privacy of my own home.
You know, I don't get it. He brought fingernail clippers to the mall. I mean, to the library.
And he just dropped them on the ground? Didn't even collect them and throw them out?
No. He didn't even collect them. Didn't even attempt to do anything with them. He literally just clipped his fingernails and dropped them on the floor. And
disgusting.
That is disgusting. You're a piece of shit if you do that. What?
I would have a stern talking to that person. I'd go up to them and be like, "Excuse me?" If I had like a couple drinks in me at the library.
Yeah. Well, let's get a special guest behind the camera today.
Oh, jeez.
That's just
Mess up the mojo over here.
No, it's fine.
No, that's this is usually suspect, right?
You could just wait like a little bit.
Yeah, we're.
Can you guys cut this? I don't want to fuck it up or anything.
Yeah, no.
We can go to break right now. You wave to the camera.
Wait,
What's up, Gator?
Scanner.
All right, we're gonna go to break right now. Thank you for the convenience, people.
Come on and feel it.
And we're back. It's come to my attention that we had some technical difficulties, and we'd like to apologize for the camera, but the camera came back on, and we are grateful. Anyways, I didn't finish my beef of the week.
Yeah, we didn't hear your beef.
Yeah, so generally speaking, my beef of the week is just people in cars in general.
Oh.
I think once you get into a car, there's just like a general idea that people can't fuck with your shit anymore, and you get a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
And you're just like, hey, fuck you, or like, that's a road rage. All right?
You get road rage.
And like, I mean, if you think about it, there's only one real rule of the road.
What's
and
that?
that's just don't hit anybody else.
yeah, that's crashing into people is usually frowned upon.
Like, obviously, there's like other things that kind of like lead to that.
Yeah.
But that's the one rule. And people people feel safe in their car, probably more than they should.
Yeah, I've noticed people are not afraid to pick their noses in the car either.
I'm guilty.
I know, I do it too. I'm not gonna lie, I do it too. But you'll see it all the time. You're just sitting at an intersection, you look over, and someone's just picking their nose, digging for gold.
Gross.
Yeah.
Dude, people in cars, that's your beef.
Yeah, that's my beef. We had to do that quickly. We had a weird beef of the week, but it's that. There it is.
There was a lot of beef right there, and we're gonna transition into my personal favorite segment, Fritz. Scary
that?
Animal of the Week. Hey, animals, they're not the same as humans, and
they're different.
Some of those forms can be pretty fucking scary. And this week, we're doing something a little different.
What you got for me?
Scary Animal of the Week, Extinct Edition.
Extinct Edition.
Yeah.
And my scary animal is called the Apiomus titan. That can also be translated into elephant bird. It is a fucking massive bird. There's an image on the screen right now of it. It is so big, and it's just kind of like a duck-like thing, but it's 20 feet tall.
20 feet. That thing would kick my shit in quickly.
20-foot tall duck just walking around. Fuck that, man. That's terrifying.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at the photo right now, and you people back home can see it now. Oh my goodness.
Watch out. Watch out for those.
The back legs look powerful.
Yeah, that could.
You know what? I bet that coat would go for like a lot of money.
That's some
whatever coat
that's some
that
Floyd
is.
Mayweather money.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
that's TMT. Yeah, hey, Team Money Team, send us some stuff.
Mayweather has giant elephant bird coats now.
All right.
What are you scared of this week, Fritz?
My scary animal of the week.
Extinct.
And it's a good one, and it's also extinct, and it's also kind of furry. The scientific name, I'll do that first. It's the Megatherium. I'm probably saying that wrong, but Megatherium. And to be a little bit more of the common people, it's a giant fucking sloth. And you might be thinking that's not that scary, Fritz. But like these things are fucking huge at their biggest, and they don't want to like eat humans, but like imagine like that thing like coming in with a slow right hook, and you're just like and you're like your foot's like in like some quicksand or something. You probably could get away from this thing if it's a sloth.
Yeah, you might be able to just walk away from it.
Actually, I think humans totally could have hunted this thing if they like, were working together.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
Wouldn't it be awesome to like go hunt some of that shit?
Yeah.
You know, that's a good VR game of the future. Some prehistoric hunting shit where you go with your friends.
Yeah.
Now that's a fucking idea.
Like some
like it's
Far Cry
fucking
Punch.
Predator.
Yeah,
You know
dude,
Predator movie?
Yeah. Dude, just go fucking hunting giant sloths.
Yeah, giant sloths. I don't know. I'm pretty scared of them. They look pretty muscular in some of these photos, and they're definitely not.
Muscular.
They're definitely bigger than a real sloth.
They're definitely a lot bigger than a real sloth.
It's a chordrate though, vertebrae.
Lots of vertebrae here.
Mm-hmm. Hey, dude, I've been thinking, VR and you know how that's like a long way off, but you know I feel like we already do shit like that in our dreams.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Like basically, dreams are VR.
Yeah.
And it's like the best kind of VR because you go into it and you're like, I don't really know what's going on. You're not aware that you're asleep.
So, have you ever?
Sorry, I just like obsessed with dreams right now.
Yeah, no, dreams are cool. You know, have you ever tried lucid dreaming?
I actually can do that a little bit.
You can do a little bit of lucid dreaming.
Yeah, and I'll tell you how I got to be able to do it.
You should explain to them
And-
what lucid dreaming is.
Yeah, so lucid dreaming is when you can dream and you're semi-aware or fully aware that you are asleep and you're very comfortable, so you don't like wake yourself out of it, which is pretty easy to do when you're in lucid dreaming. And it's not like what you really think. You are in control, but it's not like, I mean, there's levels to this. Like I'm sure like I could get better at it, but some people are really in control. Yeah, so you're just like aware while being asleep, basically.
So what
and
do
you
you
manipulate
do?
your surroundings.
What do you do when you're lucid
when I
dreaming?
first started being able to do this, and it's not like something I can just do every night. I have it like the opportunity has to be presented to me, and then I can lucid dream. So I start to be aware that one of my teeth are loose, and it seems pretty like I'm never like fully aware at this point in time. I start wiggling my tooth, it's like, oh shit, dude, I think my tooth is a little loose, and then eventually like I can like pull it out, and maybe like a couple other will get loose, and I just stop and think to myself, wait a minute, this shit just doesn't fucking happen in real life.
That's
I don't
not
just
real.
lose my teeth. Especially the more teeth I lose, the greater chance I realize that I'm asleep, and that's the moment I'm just like, fuck yeah, let's run with it, let's do some fucked up shit. Or like or like go flying or something. And I can do it, and I've had like probably like 5 dreams in the past 6 months that I was definitely pretty aware of what was going on.
That's really cool. I can say like sometimes you get like a little more awareness than others, but I can't say
Yeah.
I would not say that I have had real lucid dreaming.
Awareness is a spectrum in the dream.
Yeah, definitely, and I would say I'm so low on that spectrum that I'm not considering it to be lucid dreaming. It's just kind of like,
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, and I experience that actually much more often.
I have some reoccurring dreams that I've had throughout the course of my lifetime, and I'm gonna tell you about one of them. And it's not a fun dream. It's a nightmare. It sucks. It's scary. This started happening when I was 4 years old because I was living over on School Street at that time. And this dream, if you're not familiar with the Rugrats, you probably didn't have a very good childhood. But the Rugrats are in my dream, and I am about the size of this Ash Ketchum figure here, and the Rugrats are the size of like regular babies, but the Rugrats are mummified, like Egyptian mummies.
So they seem like really big Rugrats.
Yeah, they seem massive. They're massive to me. And in Rugrats, they're kind of in this little like playpen thing with diamond-shaped triangles, and I'm in that, but I can't get out of it. And it's just me running around in this playpen being chased by mummified giant Rugrats.
I don't know how you got there. A little
And-
stressed, but like babies.
I don't know, man.
Dreams are weird.
I've had this dream about 6 times throughout my life at different ages, and it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Hey, all dreams must come to an end, and so does this podcast.
Yes, we are out of time here.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. This has been episode 5 of Usually Suspect.
Yeah, you see our patron at the bottom of the screen. Send me money.
Send us.
I'm just kidding.
But
That's not a real link. That was a made-up link, if you didn't catch that by now.
you can send me money.
We're for the people. And that's it. We really have to go.
Yep, it's been real.
Thank you.
See you next week.